you all know that last year in the United States, 3,563 deaths were caused by drownings? 1 in 5 of those deaths was a child under 14 years old. We are not going to be one of those pools. As most of you know, last week the auditing company came in and unfortunately we failed part of our audit. Today, I'd like to just take time to go over a few stories of news articles of local drownings in the area. After that, I'd like to address our audit and things we did poorly and things that we did well. Following that, I'd like to address how we can improve what we did poorly, and finally, what this means for us going forward. So to start off, I'm going to pass around a couple articles of drownings that happened in the area. You guys can look through them. So first, the first article is about 2 girls that one was fully submerged under the water and the other one was partially submerged under the water but needed rescue breathing. This happened in Huntley, which is about 30 miles west of here. Thankfully, the lifeguards were able to jump in and get them both. They were pulled ashore and given rescue breaths, and the police report states that both the girls were responsive and conscious as they were going to the hospital. The Huntley Park District applauds their lifeguards and are proud of what they were able to do, but as all of you know, if we're scanning the pool in the correct amount of time, this should prevent rescue breathing from happening, and the girls shouldn't have had to be submerged under the water if they were scanning in the proper amount of time. The second article I want everyone to look at is about a little boy named Michael who was 6 years old and was fully submerged under the water and did pass away during camp swim time. This happened about a couple years ago. Michael, as most of you know, we have camp swim time here at our pool, and on our busiest day we have 550 kids in the water with probably like 15 camp counselors. The camp counselors can't watch all 50 of their kids at once, so it's really our job to make sure that we are scanning the water properly and making sure that no kid is like Michael and fully submerged under the water. The Ridgeview Park District cost them $22 million in this case. This isn't the most concerning thing. This child lost his life and we don't want that to happen to us here. So moving forward, now that we've talked about these stories, I want to address what happened in our audit last week. So some of the things we need to improve on, first, our scans. So we need to make sure that we're maintaining our 10-20. So we need to be scanning the water in 10 seconds, and if we see something, responding within 20. In the videos that we saw, not everyone was following this. Second, our 5-minute action plan. So if we're sitting in the chair, we need to make sure that we're getting up and down every 5 minutes to get a different viewpoint of the water. This was not shown at all in any of the videos, so this was very disturbing to all of the managers here. Third, we need to make sure that we are really hustling during our rotations. So the max time during our rotation should be 30 seconds, and we saw guards out there for a minute and a half rotating to each zone, and this is unacceptable. But on the other hand, we did do things great. The team of 5 lifeguards who performed the CPR test did a great job. The times were done properly, and everyone knew where they needed to be and were responding in the proper amount of time. So that we applaud everyone for that. So moving forward now, how we can address these things that we did poorly. First, with the 10-second scan and 20-second reaction time, we need to make sure that we're not going above 10 seconds or below 10 seconds. So a lot of you had an 8-second scan, which you're not going to be able to see everything in the water, especially on those busy days and when we have the camp kids in the pool because they're everywhere. So the 10 seconds really ensures that you're looking at all levels of the water in addition to seeing all parts of the zone and being able to respond in time. If we're at 15 seconds, then we're going to be missing something where we started and you're not going to get there in time. Following that, the 5-minute action plan. So if you're sitting in the chair is not a luxury. We can take them away. So we just want to make sure that you're getting different viewpoints on the water. It gets hot out there, and I know people get sleepy, so we want to make sure that we're getting up and down and seeing everything around us. Finally, the rotations should be 30 seconds. So as soon as the guard comes in to rotate, they're checking the bottom, going to the next guard and telling them, the guard in the chair is telling the person coming in everything that they need to see. So if the kid was running on the pool deck or someone is hanging on the ropes, those are things we need to address, not what we did on break or what we ate for lunch today. So finally, to wrap this up, I just want everyone to know that I know you all know how to do your job. You wouldn't be here if we didn't think you could do it properly. These stories in the beginning are not meant to scare anyone, but rather show you how important this job really is. If we aren't scanning properly, we could have someone on the bottom of the pool, and I don't want anyone here to have to deal with that, or anyone on staff to deal with someone else having to deal with that. So let's get ready to get in the pool and start our Friday training. Thank you.